Okay, I would like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network live on YouTube, PS4 live stream Joe Price Facebook. Today we're doing game one of a three-game series in Philadelphia. We got Los Angeles Dodgers at Philadelphia Phillies. Los Angeles Dodgers season record 54 and 45. Philadelphia Phillies season record is 70 and 21. I'm online coach Big Kurt Lloyd Drain. I'm going to be coaching the Philadelphia Phillies against Los Angeles Dodgers in the three-game series, and we're going to start out with game one today. If anybody want to join any leagues, friend me on my PSN at Joe Price 834. Friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price. Or friend me on my YouTube page Devin Smith. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be notified for new content. Also check out my Facebook page Joe Price Hall of Fame, which is an exclusive championship Facebook page that has playoff championship content from the past and the current.
MLB The Show has baseball for you under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Nick Pivetta gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. This guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Next up for Los Angeles, Whit Merrifield. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
So striding forward now, Chris Taylor. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way in front of that fastball. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
He's set and the pitch. 0-1 the count.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Herrera is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now. Blew that fastball right by him.
Taylor leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Behind 0-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for LA. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Julio Urias, Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Odubel Herrera, first at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and he still finds a hole.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he hits one on a line to left field. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. Now the relay home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
Batting third.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. From the stretch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point.
And a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks. Code red.
Into the box, Cameron Rupp. As he grounds one briskly to short. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Puig is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. One inning in the books here. Phillies on top, 1-0. Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. High pop up. Flaherty moving to his left. He's got it one away.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Herrera's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7, left fielder, Matt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Crawford into shallow center, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knot.
Number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's the first pitch to him. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
0-1 pitch on its way. Down the... Oh, and it's off the first base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy With a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to...
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Digging in now for Philadelphia, J.P. Crawford. He begins this one with the fourth best batting average in the National League.
J.P. Crawford.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Kemp to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's take a look at Yasiel Puig, a lightning rod in our sport, but he can play some D. Covers a lot of territory out there, and do not come around third base and send this guy home. He has one of the best arms in the game.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Flaherty, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First offering on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit in the air out to left field. Kemp has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Nick Pivetta.
So here now is the pitcher, Nick Pivetta, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Puig is underneath this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from Citizens Bank Park in just a moment. Striding in once again, Whit Merrifield, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Merrifield behind, a ball and two strikes.
Count is 1 and 2.
Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Throw won't get him. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Phillies have elected to...
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Into the box now, Chris Taylor. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Arcia looking up, and it's gone. Chris Taylor with a solo shot. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Here's Corey Seager. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Arcia has it in his sights. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Fastball called for strike 2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Popped him up. Rupp has a play. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers are able to tie things up on the solo home run. We played 2.5, all even at 1 apiece. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. A base hit in his first trip.
Center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Already 2 hits in the ballgame as he's on base here in the home third. And as you see there, he currently tops the Phillies in that department.
Williams.
That's why I had it like that. We didn't navigate, okay? I just want to be able to feel a little whip up, that's all.
Ready for another chance? Nick Williams. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. Kemp coming on. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
Here it comes, 0-2. Lined hard toward right center. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. That's popped up. Merrifield ranging into the outfield, but he won't get there. It falls in. And not in time as the run scored.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hitting extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
In now, Tommy Joseph. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run shot to left center. 4th home run for him on the season. And it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Standing in now, Cameron Rupp.
Catcher, Cameron Rupp.
As he lifts it in the air to right field. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
The left fielder, number 3, Orlando.
Digging in, Orlando Arcia, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. So coming to the plate, Justin Turner. He popped out in his first trip.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right side hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And he puts it on the ground to second. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. A softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down here 5-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Flaherty set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make them fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Into the box now, Nick Pivetta. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-1 on its way. Curveball grounded towards second, and there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera. He singled his last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. He'll get it into second. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty close.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field.
Taylor will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Phillies 6 and the Dodgers 1. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. A base hit in his first trip.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Grandal, a Cuban-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And he struck him out. And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Andrew Toles will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 60, Andrew Toles.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run, 9 driven in. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Whit Merrifield. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Count still at 1-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 58, Ron Strickland.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Ready once again, Cameron Rupp. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Digging in once again, Orlando Arcia. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First offering on its way.
Hello.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies go down quietly there. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Digging in and looking for more. Chris Taylor went deep last time up.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Switzerland is the best.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Ready for another shot now. Corey Seager. He flew out in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. This is lifted out to left. Arcia has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 35.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding his zone.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Hernandez is up with it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail 6-1. Digging in to try it again, J.P. Crawford. He was a double play victim last time around. He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a drive out to right center field. Crawford rounds the corner and is headed home. The relay, and they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim a run has come in to score.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Stepping in now, Nick Pivetta, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
In now, Nick Williams. Into center field, line drive base hit. One run scores. The throw to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Hey, there's a bullet base hit right to center field, Giro. Looked like there was going to be a close play at the plate. Good job of base running, rounding third, making sure that he was able to get in to score.
This is always one I wonder why the third base coach doesn't send more. You see more balls from the center fielder hit the mound and not make it all the way home with a lot of steam on it. Nice aggressive base run.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season as the blowout continues.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside. But that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a two-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
First baseman, number 19.
Into the box now, Tommy Joseph. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a three-ring circus.
Ready once again, Cameron Rupp. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And there's out number 2.
From left field, number 3. Orlando.
Digging in once again, Orlando Arcia, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High pop up. Merrifield is calling for it, and that retires the side. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Turner, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Shoots this one over to first, and will take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 56. Yasiel.
In now is Yasiel Puig. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem. And what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Fouled away. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
So here's Matt Kemp now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch, and he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Back with more on this Monday night after this. Ready for another chance? J.P. Crawford. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied down the left field line. Kemp on the run. Just foul. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Kemp. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Flaherty. In his last at-bat, he was thrown out trying to stretch a double into a triple. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Taylor, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Striding in once again, Nick Pivetta. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land out there just foul. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey guys, that's his 2nd hit of the game. He's also got a good chance at getting a W on the mound. I mean, this is stuff you do when you're 9 and 10 years old. Not when you're in professional baseball.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. One left for Philadelphia, but they're on autopilot, 11-1. Jose Liriano is going to be asked to get things going here as a leadoff the top of the eighth.
Jose Liriano.
On to the eighth now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Popped him up. And the pinch hitter is retired here, one away. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Whit Merrifield. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
First offering on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Dodgers down in order. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Scott Alexander enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Scott Alexander.
Now to the plate, Nick Williams. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the eighth.
Fielder, Nick Williams.
Here's the pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
In now, Cameron Rupp. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Puig is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies strand 1, but they're on autopilot 11-1. Back at the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park, as you get a look there at the famous City Hall here in Philadelphia. Here's Corey Seager. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. But it bends just foul into the second deck. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run for Corey Seager, number 22 on the year, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Cody Bellinger is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, third baseman, Justin.
Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Standing in now, Yasiel Puig. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Arcia over to his left. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the ninth. Well-deserved complete game victory.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. Philadelphia posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Nick Pivetta records the victory, his 13th of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Julio Urias permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Philadelphia Phillies, 11 runs on 21 hits. No errors, 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game SEPTA trains on the Orange Broad Street line are available at the Patterson Avenue station, and extra C buses are available directly outside the station.